Maniac, good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to the best place.
Didney Worl?
Yes. We're finally going to Didney World. Like, did you ever... Actually, you lived in New York for a while, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Disney World while you lived in New York?
Nope.
You ever drive to Disney World while you lived in New York?
Wait,
It's
like...
quite a thing.
You talking about, like, Florida Disney World? Or, like,
Yeah,
driving all the way down there? Yeah. We've done that.
Yeah, see? It's great. We wake up early in the morning, and we go to Disney World.
Disney World!
By the way, in the last scene, when you get on this tram car, it's facing the other direction, and then in this scene, it's facing this direction. Just, you know, continuity error. Gotta spot those.
Obviously, they took 2 trams. Or whatever the fuck these things are.
I'd say they're trams.
I'm gonna say they're trams, yeah.
Welcome to the Gold Saucer, Maniac. The
What happened to
greatest
Disney World?
place on Earth. This is the Disney World. Welcome to the Gold Saucer, where everything costs money.
Is that a real chocobo or a man in a chocobo suit?
I think it's a man in a chocobo suit. So we have purchased a one-time pass into the Gold Saucer, because the lifetime pass is 30,000 gil, and the one-time pass is 3,000, which is quite a bit cheaper.
Oh, yeah. So they said that, you know, you don't directly make money, right?
Correct. So the currency that is used inside of the Gold Saucer, like what you get for playing the games here, is GP. Gold points. Everything here costs GP. Even the save point that was sitting outside the entrance. 5 GP.
Fucking what?
So, this is our first visit to the Gold Saucer. This is not when that date happens that I mentioned at the very beginning and throughout the entire run. That happens the second time we come back here later on. Now, story-wise right now, we've entered the Gold Saucer, and Aerith thinks it's a good idea to just, you know, have a good time and chill. This is right after Barrett went through his old town, and everyone just told him that it's his fault that everything got fucked. So he's not really in a good mood. He walks off, and I decide that I want to hang out with Red 13. Because all those girls are just way too much. Anyway, whichever one you choose, you get some affection points. I didn't feel like doing the edit on the thing, so I just picked Red 13.
Is this guy really sad or have a stomach ache? I can't decide.
His face looks quite disfigured, so... Anyway, so we're getting a, one of those flyers here. And then we're going into the item shop, just real quick. Where's the shopkeeper? There he is! So, they sell stuff. It's decent stuff. This is the inn. If you wanted to stay somewhere, this is where you would stay. So next we're heading to the Wonder Square, where we meet this thing. This is a robotic cat riding a stuffed Moogle that can talk. His name is Katesip, and he reads the future.
What does our future bring?
Well, Cloud wants to know where Sephiroth is, so Kate Sith is here to help. Give in to the goodwill of others, and something big will happen after summer. That doesn't help us. Let's try this again. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue. One more time.
What's it say? Yeah, Cloud, read it out loud.
What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. Well, that's ominous.
I know exactly what's going on.
Well, it was so ominous that Cake Sith has decided that he has to follow us now to see what's gonna happen. So we just got ourselves a new party member that we're never gonna use.
Oh, yeah.
Cake Sith uses a megaphone as his weapon. He also comes equipped with the Manipulate materia, which is pretty useful.
What's Manipulate do, if you know?
It allows you use it on an enemy, and it allows you to basically take their turn for them.
Oh.
So, this is all the stuff that you can buy here with GP. The gold ticket that you saw that was 300 GP is a gold saucer ticket. Basically, it's the lifetime pass that we passed up on originally. So we're gonna get ourselves 300 GP here, and it shouldn't take too long. We're just gonna arm wrestle this guy. Oh, we lost.
And he fades into nothingness.
Well, let's play basketball. 200 gil a game. We're gonna be here a while. I'm gonna speed this up.
Are you actually making it or missing?
I'm making it. So the music I chose here, by the way, is the Final Fantasy XIV Gold Saucer music. Final Fantasy XIV has its own Gold Saucer. No relation to this one. Where you can do fun little games and activities and stuff, and play the lottery, and all sorts of fun stuff. So basically the basketball game here requires you to throw the basketball into the basket by timing your strength very carefully. Basically you hold down the circle button and let go of the circle button, but it has to be precise. It's about half a second. Hold it down for half a second, and it goes in. Every time you get 10 baskets in a row, you go into double chance. It doubles your money, and that's it. And it doubles it up. After you do it about 40-something times, it just says, okay, here's your final payout, 300 GP, and that's exactly what we need for this gold ticket. And that is how you get a gold ticket. Now,
that's the lifetime one, right?
Yes. Now, the way I did that is this is the PC version of this game, and I have a keyboard that has macro keys on it. So I macroed in the button for half a second exactly and just kept pushing it. Some might say it's cheating. I might agree.
I do that shit all the time. Just because I'm lazy.
But we're going to take a look at the rest of the stuff here.
Oh.
Got 3 GP from this crane game. In here, all of these activities are activities that you can do later on, except for this hologram one in the center and the Moogle thing there. Like there's a snowboarding minigame that you can do later on. That G-Bike game at the top is the little minigame that you played when you were leaving Midgar, when you were beating up the motorcycles.
So is this like completely random or a set pattern for the fight?
I'm not entirely sure. The way it works though, is it's like a rock paper scissors kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you alternate between hitting square, triangle, and X or cross if you want to be like that. And it's basically you know. X is your low punch, square is your middle punch, triangle is your high punch. Your low punch beats your middle punch. Your middle punch beats your high punch beats your low punch. It's basically rock, paper, scissors. So you just keep doing that until you either win or you lose. So, well, this is Mog House. This is the biggest waste of time in the game. One of the biggest wastes of time in the game.
Oh shit.
This is just like a little interactive story about Mog. A useless Mog. This little vignette requires very, very little input from the player. You push the circle button to give them Koopo nuts.
Overfeed them. Make them fat.
God. The Moogles in this game are so ugly.
Yeah, I'm not used to Moogles looking like that. I'm trying to think of that game that was kind of like choose your path adventure. I was thinking King's Quest, but it's not that one. It's some other fucking thing.
There's about 1 million of them now, so...
Wow, you have to wait a really fucking long time.
Yeah. He did it! He's flying! He's a full-fledged Mog. By the way, they call Moogles Mogs in this one. They don't call them Moogles. Which, Mog is usually, like, the name of a Moogle in a lot of these games. I mean, Final Fantasy IX used Moogles as its save system. I think... Did any others? Final Fantasy IX also had, like, that crazy Mognet system with, like, the mail and everything.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. More nuts.
Yeah, gotta give him more Koopo nuts. Basically, you give him 5 Koopo nuts the first time, and you give him 3 Koopo nuts the second time, and that's it. The payout for this game, the first time you play it, is 30 GP, and you don't get any money from it any other time. Because technically you're not getting money, you're not getting a payout from the game. There's actually a guy standing over your shoulder watching you play, and he gives you 30 GP for your time. So, like, there's no reason to ever play this game again. I mean, if every time you need to fly, you need to eat some fucking Kupo nuts, I think that's a terrible way to live. I'm sure they're delicious.
Gotta get them nuts.
Gotta get them
Kupo
nuts. Sometime later.
Oh, yeah.
New Mog friend. Is that like girlfriend? They didn't get married? Oh. Oh. Oh,
damn,
God, what?
already?
That was yellow. Jesus. Oh. Oh no. I know where that's going.
No.
Finn. Yay, we got money. That's basically it. That's all you can really do right now. It's like this guy's standing in the way of this thing because it's out of order, and this guy's playing that, and that guy's playing that. Basically, since these are games that you play later on, they don't unlock until later on.
Lame. I want to play them, and I want to play them now.
We're basically done here.
So, do you know what the question mark item is? Or do you not?
Yeah, so... It's, God, I don't remember. I want to say it's something useless. Also, this is Dio. He owns the gold saucer.
Not the kind of deal I was thinking of.
We don't talk about the other Dio.
Yeah, that deal was kind of a dick.
We're talking about the band, right?
Sure. The game I was thinking of was Dragon's Lair. That fucking game.
Oh yeah, Dragon Slayer. That must have been a weird arcade cabinet to play with.
Probably.
It was literally like a stick and one button.
2 buttons, it looks like. It's weird. Oh, fuck off. Everything gets put on Pinterest, and I don't want to fucking go on that site because it's stupid. It's like, register now to view anything. I'm like, no. Oh, yeah, it actually is 1 button. It's just, the button's called sword, and then you have, like, 2 players. Oh, what's this?
So this is a game.
A game within a game. Oh.
So this is the speed square. You throw them 10 GP, and you play this roller coaster game that requires you to shoot a bunch of targets. If you get 5,000 points or more, you get a weapon called Umbrella. It's a weapon for Aerith. We're gonna try and get it. If we don't get it on like the first shot, we're not gonna bother because we don't really use Aerith that often anyway.
True.
So, you hold down the button to fire the lasers. The longer you hold it down, the weaker they get. Or not the weaker they get, but the more energy it uses, and the energy has to recharge, so... See, and it drains very fast, so you really gotta be...
Oh my god.
Alright, I looked up what you get, with the question mark thing. It's a carob nut. They're used for, chocobo breeding. So, they're pretty useless now. And I'm pretty sure there's way easier ways to get it than wasting 500 GP on it. You can, like, steal them from enemies later on.
Yeah. This minigame seems very annoying. I can see why you would only try to go for once.
Well, this is very hard to do with a controller, and I was like, hey, I've got a mouse. I'm on PC. Maybe that'll... Nope. Doesn't work. Doesn't work very well. I mean, it's a neat little game that they put in here, I guess.
Oh yeah, it is neat, but it's also, from what I see, very annoying.
It is rather annoying. Because you're using, you know, the D-pad, or I guess the joystick or whatever, and it's... The movement is not very fluid.
There's like absolutely no smoothing on that. Aw.
I'm not even sure if I was damaging that thing.
Basically, for that entire section, I was just making this face.
That translates well to voice on commentary. Go watch Gran Torino, and just every face that he makes in that movie, it's basically the face that Maniac was making.
Yeah. Every face that Clint Eastwood was making.
By the way, just go watch Gran Torino. It's a good movie.
It really is.
By the way, we should watch Gran Torino.
Totally should. Let me go look if it's on available for streaming. Dead? Who's dead? What?
Oh yeah, so we went to the battle square. And this dude's dead. It was a Shinra soldier, so something's going on in the battle square. You can stream Gran Torino on Cinemax if you have a Cinemax subscription.
DVD only.
So everyone here is dead. That's bad. Seems a man with a gun on his arm came in and murdered all these people.
No.
Well, here's security. They're here with Dio. Put a shirt on, Dio. So, Dio says, "Did you do this?" And he said, "You say no." And he's like, "Oh, I must be mistaken." And Kate says, "Hey, let's run."
What a fuck.
Why? Why are you listening to the Moogle cat? You just met him. Innocent people don't run. Anyway, we get carted away by robots.
No.
Oh, the gateway to heaven. So, we get tossed through the moon door. And we end up down here, in the coral prison.
Is that a dune buggy?
It was.
Yo, I heard those underground mines do something similar where they just fucking take apart a truck and rebuild it underground and you just drive around in a giant salt mine underneath the earth.
So this isn't underground. This is actually the desert that is surrounding the gold saucer. So if you recall from the last episode when I went out into the overworld to go get Aqualung, we ran past this big patch of desert with this stupid mushroom-looking thing in the center. That was the gold saucer. The gold saucer is basically surrounded on all sides by a desert, and there's no way to get in or out because it's a desert.
Right on. Now what's Barrett doing?
Barrett is standing over this dead guy. So Barrett is down here already, which is strange. And he's acting very strange. He's something he's got to deal with. So we're gonna have some story exposition on Barrett, how he got to where he is, where he was in Midgar, you know, what he's all about. So it's actually kind of an interesting, little thing. Barrett's story is kind of interesting, so we'll find out all about that next time.
Good night?
Good night. Probably. Is it a good night?
Maybe.
Well, it's actually 1 a.m., so technically it's morning.
1 a.m. is... well, yeah, 12:51. Whatever. Good night.
Good night.